architect, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Dave, thanks for the talk. If you had a choice, considering that there's a period of time which nobody knows between now and as things deteriorate, although some might say they're deteriorating rapidly now, where would you choose, other than where you live, obviously? And what would be the main list of requirements for you, as in the choice of where you'd choose to live, if you had a choice over the next, few years?
Well, if that was me, I'm 59, and I've spent most of my life working with natural systems in a cool, temperate climate. And most of that time, I've been working at a scale that's at the small rural property scale, and quite a lot of other knowledge and skills. So that would all be the context in which I would think about those things. But if I was a young person, that is a completely different set of equations. So the criteria, can be very, very different. So we're certainly, the older we are, the more we should focus on somewhere we have the social connections, and if not the social connections, at a scale of operation, of settlement, if you like, that we're familiar with. If we grew up in the suburbs and we've been living in an apartment for years and we're in our 40s or 50s, then a remote rural area is probably not a good idea. But if we came off the farm and we've been working in the city, and we're thinking about it, gee, there's the family farm still out there, yeah, go for it. So that our own history and experience becomes more important the older we are. Whereas when you're very young, taking more risks, launching into somewhere completely different, and most importantly, staying loose and flexible, even nomadic, is a better thing. So when I was young, people used to say to me, why are you doing all that work on someone else's property that you don't own? And I said, well, look, I get to use their capital and their tools to experiment, and what I take away in my head is much more than what I leave behind. So, the thing is that we have to think systemically about that, and the deep point about permaculture is to try and bring deep systemic thinking as a normal new literacy, so we can deal with uncertainty, we can deal with novel situations, we can deal with multiple scenarios, and we can understand ourselves in all levels as whole systems nested within whole systems, because those answers will be just completely different for different people.
Thanks.
Sorry for avoiding the question.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's a question for everybody, not just for me.
Yep.
Does that mean you're not moving to WA?
Can I just say, when I was last in New Zealand, people said everywhere, and when are you moving to New Zealand? I said, well, I'm not planning to. Well, you've got to get off that burning, desiccating continent over there. New Zealanders just thought, this is completely uninhabitable. And arguably, I live in a place less marginal than this little southwest corner of the continent that might sort of shrivel up. But we're all where we are, and that was just before Christchurch sort of almost disappeared into the liquefied mud. So there's challenges and opportunities wherever we are.
Thank you, David, for giving